Welcome, Professor Keating. Thank you for coming to the studio to talk about why poetry matters. You brought some of your students here, and it would be great if you could tell our listeners about your class and the meaning of poetry. Welcome again, Professor Keating.
Hello, thank you for the warm introduction and letting my class into the studio. It's like a great opportunity to talk about poetry, how much it means for me and my students. It doesn't mean a lot for some, and it could be boring for a few, but I go and teach at a school where a lot of the students are more interested in getting into Ivy League schools, but what I wanted to teach them is really to think outside of that and realize like how much life there is in poetry. And I wanted to impart like one last lesson to my students and all the other students out there about poetry and how much it means, and to just basically give them an argument about why you should follow poetry and how much meaning it has.
Tell us about what happens in your class.
In my class, we get together and we read some great American poets like Walt Whitman, Ralph Waldo Emerson, and a few others. And we mostly read from old textbooks, but we also have a lot of fun. We scream and we really try to feel the meaning of the poems by like rehearsing them and acting them out. And now I'd like to give one last lesson for my class and for the rest of the students in the world. In my class, you will learn to think for yourselves again. You will learn to savor words and languages. No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world. I see that look in Mr. Pitt's eyes. Like, 19th century literature has nothing to do with going to business school or medical school, right? Maybe you may agree and think, yes, we should study our Mr. Pritchard and learn our rhyme and meter and go quietly about the business of achieving other ambitions. Well, I have a secret for you. Huddle up. Huddle up! We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race, and the human race is filled with passion. Medicine, law, business, these are all noble pursuits, necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, and love, these are what we stay alive for. To quote from Whitman, "O me, O life, of the question of these reoccurring, of the endless trains, of the faithless, of cities filled with the foolish, what good amid these? O me, O life, answer that you are here and life exists. You are here, life exists, and identify. The powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. The powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be?"